inaugurate the Valorant Twitch Rivals. Bada bing.
Yes.
Let's get into game number 1. Woo, it's donut's good.
What flavor is it?
It's
Yeah.
a glazed donut.
Is it
Okay.
just glazed, nothing in it?
Yeah, well, at least the one I grabbed, they might be mystery donuts, but this one's just a glazed donut with
that's good enough. I was just wondering.
with the icing and sprinkles and stuff. Yep.
All right,
So we're
let's see what we
starting
got.
on Ascent. Riv, you guys mentioned that every map has its own unique mechanic. For people that haven't watched Ascent games before, what's unique about this map?
Ascent has a good opportunity to be a hard rush team or a team that understands how to control mid to use the flanks. You can be right in front of a site almost immediately on Ascent. Not like other maps. Like on Haven, if you go C, you got to go down the long C. You have A, you still have to walk around a bit with the option of short. But Ascent can be in your face immediately. It's also a very good map to play long angles if you feel like you're the marksman. If you have a good Sova, which we see Sova almost being locked in for every Ascent match you get in here, unless the team just missed out and they've been under a rock forever. There's so many good darts and areas, and you think of Ascent as being very open. That benefits Sova quite a bit. So you can make sure that you're causing people to move, break their first aiming angle, and then kind of make them rethink their positioning.
Oh, it's quiet, so I'm just gonna pick up right here. You know why I like this map, Caleb? You want to know why, really? I know you're too busy eating your Twitch Rivals donuts right now, but
It was
you know,
very good.
I like Ascent because me as a player personally, I love being aggressive. I love being just right up in your face and look at the map overview right here. The moment you start the game, you could be on the other site in literally like 6 seconds, right? That's if you just speed run it. But Fear Itself on the screen. The gamer glasses on. The man got the hat on backwards. I'm gonna be honest with you, Riv. Right now, the look on his face, he's serious.
Doing it? I'm done. I can.
He is. He actually went to the brim. So we have seen him on this quite a bit on his stream, mid to high platinum. We'll see what he can do here. And it is going to be a bit more about that frenzy life. Are they going to be stacking here? I like this. The idea to just kind of leave it in, get a surprise attack, maybe smoke the rest of the team out as they get into the site. Let's see what this util situation here. All smoke, so no preventative mollies here, which are actually quite big. The timing on the molly right there on the HO can absolutely squander a team's chances to make it into the site as you set up defense. We'll see how they play it though.
You see, Riv, this is what I'm talking about, man. Me, you, Wave Punks on Valorant. I could die a happy man now, but I'm so ready for this match. We're on Ascent. We're here with Fear Itself. Well, we're actually switching over to an owl drone right now from Sova. And this is what I mean, Caleb. Look how fast he's checking the site for any type of intel, right? The ping is there. They have a number advantage from what he was able to see. Now, it's all about getting more info from around the map. You want to check out mid. You want to check out the other bomb site where the spike currently is to see the best space available to make this push. But with the smoke coming out for a moment, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the play, Riv. And he's not going to waste any time at all. Right behind Phoenix, the spike is going to go down and nobody's on the site. This is weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of room given. One thing you have to do is be able to grab information if you're leaving an area. As you back up, you still want to get something out of it. You don't just want to back up and be like, there might be 3 running in, because at that point, a might be call is a little too late.
No, definitely. But holding down the backside, you see Ship trying to offer in some support fire and smoke coming in from Garage. I'm pretty sure that they know exactly where the retake is going to be coming from. But with the Sage Wall up there, oh, Timmy's able to take down one. Actually make that to him. Oh! Yeah, Team Sony, they're tearing him up right now. Team for itself. Wow. 2v2. Spike looks like it's about to blow up, but with the flash coming out. The push is slowed. It's a 2v1, but it's just way too late. Team Sony, they're going to get the win. That's going to be it. You see it with the clutch round, so that's big. And you know what, Riv? The important part about Valorant is winning this pistol round, the first round, because economy is just about everything, right? So let's take a look at what they're buying on the red team right there. You see Spectres coming out. You see armor being picked out. But for Fear Itself and the rest of the team, what? You get a shotgun and everyone else still has the classic? What's the play here?
As Twitch Rivals would go, everybody died that round, so I like that happened. But yeah, it's probably a bit of a save coming in here, knowing the power of Team Sony and the fact they're going to be able to probably use these Spectres for the next 5 rounds of bonus. That's not how it works, but they're that good that they can make the angles work themselves.
Oh my gosh, take a look at this. Some utility was used, and you see a full rotation basically coming from Team Fear Itself. which is running right in the sight. Molly's going in towards Juan to make sure nobody's hiding behind there. And once again, SONII, just like he called it out, getting intel. That owl drone going in the sight first to make sure he doesn't risk his life, face checking it. He's able to use free utility, but the kill is going to be had, and the spike is now going to be down.
What are you thinking so far, Caleb?
Oh, I think Sony's team looks strong. I like that double kill from Timmy last round. We'll see how things go this one, though, as they're already a man down.
Yeah.
So Caleb, it's going to be the hard part. So you saw that, right? He goes right with the pistol, and the SMG is just way too strong for that. Shifter is just OP. Now, them not winning this round and now being down 0-2, they have to make a choice right now.
Yeah.
Do we buy weapons to contend? Do we buy SMGs? Do we try to get something out of it? Or do we rock light pistols once more? But no, Riv, Caleb, they're going right into Vandal.
I'm confused. You guys promised me stingers. I haven't seen a stinger yet.
This is off meta.
Exactly. That's the thing is I expect Team SONII to be kind of flowing off of the stingers by now, but other teams may feel like that's something that they can say, oh my God, we bought too many rounds in a row. We'll start to see it then, as it still can apply there. But this is a big one here for Fear itself. They're working on that first gun round, and it's Timmy wants to take those guns out of their hands right away as he makes his way down towards highway.
Oh my God!
Backstep as well. Blue suede shoes over here for Timmy, but good kills coming over from Fear itself. These are the few that they need to possibly make it easier on the retake. The defense and garrison that the side at SONII can set up here once they get into any site is going to be immaculate.
Yeah, the fact that Fear itself team was able to pick up 2 kills as well. I mean, the odds are even now. 3v3. The spike is currently down, but Spot, you want to play. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that happen. Man, hydrates.
You even hydrate? He does.
Man, have you had your water today?
Boom, it's right here.
There we go. But I think the push is going to be made, and Fear itself, I want him to get loose on his site right now. Just drop down and get as many kills as possible. It's Timmy. He still has a hot hand. He's on fire. But the man, the captain, Fear itself, getting a 3K, clearing the site, and getting the defuse. Listen, that's a Halo legend, man. Riv, you were on to something.
Nice.
Absolutely. You know what? It's the mental of a professional player can go across many, many games. It's whether or not you can make the transition, if it is from a controller to a keyboard or just from something else to aiming in a tactical FPS. The corners are different. How to play in angles, distance is much different. You could be what's called modeled, where if your opponent is farther from the angle than you are, you're already dead. It's too late. So all those things have to come into play, and so many players from different genres have picked that up so fast. It's been incredible in Valorant.
Oh, you're definitely right.
Like team
SONII. Look, they're gonna keep attacking this area because I mean it seems to be working, right? Just off the rip, just go towards A main.
Yeah.
But if they play it slow, so the one thing about Team Fear itself, the defending team, they rotate heavily, really fast if they don't get anything, right? Or if they get anything on either side. Mostly it's been A. And let's see if it's gonna happen now. You still have Jet at B. You have Sova in the mid, playing that flex row. But with the paranoia coming through, they want to make that push. Damali is going to stop him exactly.
Yeah, nicely done there. As well as they have Spot here, which is great. Keep Spot alive for as long as possible, especially since you know SONII's probably going to get in at least one of the spike sites at some point. As long as you have the Sova dart, it becomes much more advantageous to take that site back. So keeping him alive, keeping the smokes alive, they have a good chance here. And Timmy and one other going to wait now to get themselves into A. It looks like they're going to go right back to it. Feel like they've got the rotation out of Fear itself. It has been something Fear's been over-rotating and doing. Theo gets a nice shot.
Shut him down. Shut him down. Put him to bed. Give him a good night, right?
Yeah. Sit down, please. Oh. Timmy with a dart.
He didn't even see Timmy, but Timmy missed.
Took Brandon for granted. Timmy goes down real quick.
Oh, no.
The ultimate from Brim. And see, this is the communication actually didn't come in for that right there. There should have been just a tap, but it seemed like it was a reactionary play. Oh, the Brim ults up. I think Fear itself picked up a few too many kills and threw Team SONII off this round.
Fear itself versus Timmy right now. Caleb, I got a question for you, man. You're the man that always asks questions, right? Who's your favorite agent in this game?
It's definitely my boy. My brain is blanking on him. My Greek.
What does he do?
Freaking name.
Man. Is that? Wait, what does he do? What does he look like?
He's where's the cowboy hat? He's the only person I've played for like 200 hours. I can't remember his name right now. Put me out of my misery.
What's his? What does one of his abilities do? We're gonna get through this together.
Wait, you already don't know who I'm talking about? This hasn't narrowed it down.
What are his voice lines? You got to do a voice line.
You gotta do a voice line.
Breach. I stole a servo from your arms. Don't be angry.
Wait,
Cypher, thank you.
I'm almost there. You got to do another voice line.
Oh, what is that? That's my favorite one.
Yeah, it's Cypher.
Copy of you.
I had a cowboy hat, so I was so confused.
I was like, uh-oh. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Who are you? A copy of me? Where did you come from?
I love your accent, by the way.
Oh, that's easily my favorite voice line in the game. And yeah, I've played almost exclusively Cypher.
I think mine is, I was going to say the Phoenix voice line where he buys and says, we're done. But Lasky's done.
Phoenix is like the coolest character like ever in a shooting game, right? Like the fact that whenever you clap somebody with him, you just straight up destroy them. He's like, blah, like talking trash.
I don't know. I will say Phoenix thinks he's the coolest character in any video game. He definitely thinks very highly of himself. As Team SONII will take down another one. Oh no.
Fear itself, though. Like I said, a few of these rounds are going to start trickling in, and Sony's going to have a tough time. It's really great to be able to grab the round. We were talking about this a little bit before, that grabbing rounds on defensive side is great, but it's even nicer on that attacking side, so you can get onto defense, feel like you set up a little bit of a game for yourself, and play off of that momentum.
Yeah, now it's important to point out that Team SONII, excuse me, they have lost 3 rounds in a row. Now, all of their focus went from going straight to A, and now they're going to be challenging B quite heavily. They have just about every single player in that radius, but the LMT play coming in from spot to spot.
Yeah.
Oh, just right off the mark. With the right timing, he could have gotten a lot of HP taken away from them, but the running back is going to be had, and Lasky, he wants to get loose. Sean is going to be the first one in, but K coming in from Team FEARITSELF, the defenders. They're going to lock it down. 3 kills make it. So this push isn't looking too good, but SONII, he wants to make it up.
The overall stop from Fear itself there with a molly towards the left side was perfect. That really kind of evened things out in the game. You have 2 ultimates across, but Lasky takes down Hero real fast. That was one of the ultimates you were looking at. Not going to see Bladestorm here this round. They do have the Sova ultimate ready, and I don't think you're going to get the Killjoy lockdown on this one, but 2v2. The utility here is going to be 1 curved ball, and they're just going to try to work it in slow. This is great. Beautiful work combining the utility of the Sova Dart to get himself in. And he should be able to take down stairs. Branted, ready for it. And Kehoe gets the other one. Shots onto SONII. They couldn't even walk in. A beautiful
That was
job
such a strong take. Now, when it came down to a 2v3, Riv, the one thing that I thought was going to happen, I mean, you had over a minute left on the time, right? Excuse me, on the clock.
Yeah.
So Team SONII, you try to make a push, you go all in, right? You show your hand. You don't even try to fake it. But the thing is, once you utilize, the run it back from Phoenix, that ult, Sean Garris is able to get a kill. It was just curtains for him. The defending side, they got 3 kills immediately. So I'm saying to myself, okay, you have all this time on the clock, right? You have what, $50,000 in prize pool. You want to get this win. You get a lot of money for every time you win a map.
Yeah.
Rotate, take your time. But they wanted to force it.
Oh no!
That's a quick
one. That's going to hurt, definitely. Ran right into 2 players. He didn't stand a chance.
Quite a bit used here to start. You can see Team SONII still waiting in the back. Sean on his patented Omen is going to be the one kind of holding the flank, playing the trickster. Like I said, it's either fast towards the site here or you kind of work mid. They've been liking A because pausing on A has caused a rotation from Team Fear itself to reposition themselves. And those repositions usually give Team SONII enough room to get into a spot where Fear itself can't peek without a ton of utility, can't get back into the site without few members. And that's where you don't want to get yourself stuck here.
You're right.
He's like walking in here to tree. Nobody sees him yet. Slight utility used to be able to avoid it. And now the call may come through.
Oh my God.
Hello, goodbye.
Sit down, Brandon. He didn't stand a chance with the ice wall going up, and Timmy with the knives right now. The spike is down. They're looking to secure this round. It's going to be a 5v3 for the attacking side, and you see utility coming in for the retake. But winning 4 rounds in a row, Team Fear itself, they're going to have a plan here. The ult Killjoy is going to finally be used. And what does this mean, Liv?
You definitely have, rather, you have only a few seconds to get out of that lockdown, and it looks like they're going to be okay for now. Few people can get themselves locked for a bait, and it looks like they'll be able to come back on this one with the defensive set. Fear itself coming up huge for the team again. Brimstone controller.
What? You serious?
That's going to be a clutch. Wow.
How?
Oh, sticking it.
Yo.
And all the pressure, like falling through chaos, able to cut the right wire.
Now, that's the beauty of this map, right, Wave Punk? So when we said the map was smaller and we saw that Brimstone ult being used earlier, that means that your ults are just that much better when they have a wide radius on them. Killjoy, putting that down, chasing all of the attackers out of the site, made the retake just that free. And with the plant being at the default spot, there is really nothing Team Sony could have done to stop them. You see the point towards A main. They had no angles. But Hera is going to get the collateral, and Timmy and Lasky. I almost feel bad for him, Riv. I almost do. 1v2,
This-
he was able to get the kill.
This is where I absolutely thought this would be everything happening from the side of Team Fear itself, or Sony. Can't even speak right now seeing this. Looking at these frags come out so early, like I said, it's going to make Sony play sweaty. The rest of the team, they're going to have to change spots. They're going to have to peek more. Into Shifter, comes out with the Sheriff, almost takes down Spot, and it's taking two just to grab one now for Team Sony. And the positioning and confidence that Fear itself is able to move into. They control mid, they control a bit of B right off it. Now they have the confidence to start defaulting the map and draw a bunch of utility out of Sony as they're on offense. They need that to get into the sites, and it's just been Fear itself able to balk that and stop it all the way through.
Now, you know what? First Bloods, that round right there, Hera popping off with the op, that's exactly what you want to see from your op player, right? Shut down, two players catwalk peeking out wide mid, and
Yeah.
with the big push coming towards B once more. Team Sony, they don't have an answer right now. They don't have an answer. Heavily at A towards the first half, excuse me, not the first half, but the first side of the game. Hera, she's going to get out of there quickly. But now going towards B, they're not able to get anything. Hera once more with the first blood with the op. They can't stop him.
It's Timmy short dash. Did he get his face into the side of the wall? Glass is broken for that one. It looks like Hera's going to get himself back into position. A nice job considering Timmy would try to rush after he'd be re-racking another shot into the op. And it quickly goes down. Branted finding another shot from Team Fear itself. And wow, they are just on point here. Now 4v2. And it looks like they're going to be able to get this Hero with another shot. Sony can't really even get positioning before they start getting picked apart by Fear itself. Great shots by Lasky.
Come on.
That's going to be 3 on this one. Can he find a 4th and a 5th? Going to look for the heal on the wall. You see him. He's ready for this one. He's feeling in it. He hears the defuse. Oh, God. Oh, God. Shots towards, trying to get the bait, and Fear itself is going to find that shot as the wall falls, and so does Lasky. Hope ever so slightly with each one of these rounds, but it just dies at the end as Fear itself continues to clutch these out.
Yeah, Riv, you saw him pick up those kills and he put up the wall, and for a second there, it looks like he was on fire. But it just wasn't enough, man. I mean, we're asking him for the impossible, right? Lasky almost popped off, but
Let's see.
they're going to have to wake up now. Take a look at how the rounds have fared for both teams. First 2 rounds going to Team
Absolutely.
Sony. Fear itself, 7 straight. If they win this map and Team Sony cannot pick up another round, can I change my prediction, Wave Punk?
Absolutely not.
Me neither. We left Riv on an island, and if that island strikes gold, he gets all the gold for himself.
You know what? They're actually bringing boats over here and dumping more sand. My island's growing right now.
Oh.
Lasky takes down Branted to start things off. And this is game 1 of it, right? It could be, as we said, Sony's team could get caught up playing loosey-goosey, getting themselves taken down here. And now you'd be in the mentality of, we get 5, we're good. Let's clean up the rest of these rounds. You get back to defense on 5, and you're solid. I think they can set up a great D. Fear itself has had a great advantage starting on defense. But you got to remember, they did not get the first few rounds. They were able to pick themselves up and get that first gun round onto Sony. And since then, just really run them up.
Wait, look at Hera. The aggressive clear. He peeked all the way up and hit it! Sean with the op shot. He knows where the spike is. He knows there's another jet in that area now. And he's going to want more. It's going to be all up to the attacking team now to see how they want to play off of this. And take a look at the rotation.
Oh, they faked.
Shifting through their spawn, right. They fake back, but still, the op play is going to be there.
I love the confident angles.
No.
Wait.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You got the open
down.
kill, went back for the peak. The revive came, and Team SONII, they swapped the kills. They were able to take out Hero. The op is down. And with Phoenix and Sage running into sight right now, they want to make sure they get this plan down.
Beautiful.
Brimstone is currently being utilized, and Lasky, he's going to pick up his third of the round. The intel is going to be there. You see Sova starting play. But with a 2v4, what is the best scenario for Team FEARITSELF at the moment? It's going to be Spot and Spot and who's going to be Rim on this loss? That's FEARITSELF, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. He's sitting at the top of the list right now. I mean, they have quite a bit of money. They can try to get a few guns out of the hands of Team SONII here, but a full-fledged take is probably just going to get him taken down right away. Going for a quick peek. That's to get one kill. Why not?
Don't do it.
Lasky will get a 4K on this one. Two things there. Great communication. I said before that Team SONII's first round when they really got caught off was when FEARITSELF picked up a lot of kills, was able to brim ult unexpectedly, and they pushed SONII off the plant. This time, Shifter right to the right side. They drew out the brim ult, didn't have to worry about it. We saw Hira playing the op in a pretty close angle. And if you can play that angle, it's amazing. But what killed him was the fact that his left angle was closed too fast by the wall he was standing by. And whoever's shooting you from a distance is going to have such a better shot even to hit you through the wall there. And that's what we saw happening to him. So unfortunate, but still, he's hot. Why not try that shot?
Exactly. He was able to get that first shot. And look at the aggressive push once more. Lasky is going to fall to Brandon, and he's not going to be able to get away. So the refrag is going to be there. Spot, he's going to try to hold it down. And with the shock dart coming out, he's going to have a tall task ahead of him. But he's going to go down without a kill. Sean popping off, and the spike going down once more. Team SONII, they want to get more rounds. They need it. This is a realistic scenario. They can come back. The game isn't out of reach, but Timmy's op play isn't where he needed it to be. He's going to fall in. Big miss.
Out to pull. Hira down right out of the air like a clay pigeon. It's going to be a... Oh, they can't hit it. It's going to be behind two walls there, but they're going to try to get up. Nice job by Kehoe. He's actually drawing them to him. It's like he's playing a swarm game. Finds another one. Shifter doesn't even shoot it. He worries about it, trying to find if he was going to be tricked, and he gets tricked anyways. Sean's caught. They're going in for the defuse. That looks like it's going to be the cookie crumbles again for
Wow.
SONII. Sean go down. He almost has to here to get the cash in the hands that Team SONII needs. 8-3, a 9-3 first half was not what I was expecting from Team FEARITSELF, but start to fear these guys, honestly.
Yeah, that was pretty ballsy coming in from KO, right? Like the Killjoy player, putting down that ult one more time and just standing there in front of the button. Basically, that entire team was saying, you know what? We know you're going to have to come out before you get locked down in my ultimate. We're going to try you in these 50-50 fights. And what I mean by that, these one-on-ones, he said, my gunplay is going to be better than yours. And he was able to rack up all of those kills. Beautiful usage of that ult, beautiful usage of that rifle.
And that's a great point he just made, Caleb, is that the gunplay right now, overall the 1v1s are being won by FEARITSELF, right? The trades aren't allowed to be there because they're happening so fast. And that's a big reason for this scoreline.
Most definitely. Oh. Brandon stepped outside of that Omen smoke and got destroyed immediately. 1v2. That wasn't what he had on his mind when he tried to peek that, but ego peaks get the best of you, right?
So this is kind of the first round that they've wanted to work mid, a full mid strat. Now, nobody quickly out of sight. I mean, look what you're dealing with over on the side of A with Killjoy's utility here. But again, Hira, always moving, never stay still. That's the best thing to do. I mean, what do they tell you about snipers when you watch movies in real life? You take a shot, you move, right? Boom.
Never find them in the same spot.
Do it in the video game. never fire in the same spot. But yeah, especially with Chet, you're so mobile. On Haven, you do it from A to short or short to A, and you just make moves. Hira's on point right now.
I don't know if they know right now, but the B side is ultimately clear. That mid take that they had was new, and it seems to work right now. Ult currently being popped. And let's see what they're going to have right here. Hira still alive with that ult. Hira's been on fire right now. This is my MVP. Popping off immediately, trying to get a trick shot in, and he's gonna be able to finish. Get out of here! Oh, he got shot immediately. He gets SONII out the way, and FEARITSELF able to help out his teammate. This team has been on fire lately, and in a 1v1, Timmy, FEARITSELF, He's gonna have it. Oh, the intel is there. He knows exactly where he is. With the cloud right there, FEARITSELF is gonna have to make this push.
Oh,
Making it hard on him right now. Yeah, he's not gonna win this round. It's almost too late. He gets the kill, but what does it even matter? The utility play coming in on the retake and everything else we saw. That was a rough round coming in from them.
That honestly, they lost it, but you title that round "Hira on the wall, who's the greatest opera of all." But anyway, that was something else to watch, and we love to see it. And I think, Caleb, we're going to see a lot of that from the tier of play we have here at Twitch Rivals.
Yeah, I have been so impressed by FEARITSELF. We talked about him being, we talked about him mostly in the context of being a Halo pro, a guy that's played a console stick shooter that's you basically couldn't get farther away from the concept of a tactical shooter. And the guy is currently most kills, fewest deaths, leading his team like a true team captain.
All right, Valley, let's see how they start off in the second half. We got a lot of classics, a few ghosts. Doesn't seem like Frenzy is really ruling the skies just as much anymore. And they're going to be working a little towards mid. It looks like default to start things off. They want to see if they can get out that early utility, especially if you see that the other team is buying ghosts. The utility is not going to be there.
Right. Now you saw that Hira currently being aggressive. Oh my God! Stop it!
Is that an operator still?
Wait. Look at his face while he's doing this. Just so nonchalant. He does. It's just another day.
Family or not, he just does it. He doesn't care.
They have families. Yes, and?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Timmy's gonna get a headshot of his own, so it's gonna be even out. 4v4 right now. Most of the push is coming in towards the B side. You have placement towards the mid. You're gonna have Reyna and Jet running in right behind this Lear. The intel is gonna be had. Yeah, Timmy. Timmy's gonna have to hold it down with Jet. This is an agent. You could get in and out, and Sonny's gonna fall. So now gonna be a 4v1 just like that. A really slow pistol round of just dominance coming up from the attackers.
You see a lot of these creeping situations be timing. I think even the one on Cat where we saw Hira take down Phoenix, in that situation, you wait a few seconds, you wait another two, and you catch somebody who thought they were ready, right between a breath, you know? It just seems to be happening here to Team SONII, and that pistol round is big. They were able to grab that, and let's see what they can do with it.
Just an update on some of the other games that are going on.
Absolutely.
Again, we have 4 games going on simultaneously, 3 that are not the main game we're focusing on. Right now, ACU is tied 9-9 with Tife.
Shut up.
Late into that game, Tife has given Team ACU a run for their money.
That's wild. Who's top fragging over there?
Oh, he just
if we get that, yeah, no worries.
I want to see both sides, please. That is insane. All right. They came to bring it. Oh, look at Hira on the push immediately. So the Sage Wall is going to go up, and her job is going to be to slow him down. But Hira, no, that with Jet. But with the reload coming through, he's unable to get the second kill. Shifter, able to finally take one down for his team, but just this gunplay, the SMGs, the Spectres, this is going to be way too much. Sean taking his time with the Sheriff, and yeah, Team SONII. This is going to be an F, Riv.
All right, Valley, that's the textbook Jet play. If you ever consider playing Jet, do it on Ascent and run that play. It is fantastic. And it'll show you that a lot of plays revolve around the chaos you're creating. It doesn't have to be a set smoke that's slow. You dive in like that, and your team gets an advantage, and that's what we saw there for a moment. But you know what? Team FEARITSELF has been on point, and you can't deny that. They have some good defense, and they were able to, again, get an early round on SONII after a win.
Yeah. Right now, Tens is the top fragger on his team with 23 and 12. He's the only person above 20 on the entire game. Raisu is at 18 over on the other side with Pterodactyl in second.
I don't even know why I asked.
That's insane.
Yeah, the next closest is Rice with 18 kills.
Okay.
Tens is definitely on the carry right now.
I can't wait to see those two teams play later on, but it seems like this A main push is going to be something they still want to go towards, especially with the LMG tearing away at the Sage Wall. That leaves an option open, even if they still do not want to push A. It's going to leave yet another lane as open. But Sage is going to be hiding in that corner, and I don't think Hera has any type of intel that she's going to be there. So taking her time here. There's going to be a minute left. They have a lot of time to play around with this. But Branton, yes, Lasky's walked right into his line of sight. That's going to be an easy kill.
I think that's a common thing that they can find here on the side of Fear itself. Team SONII pushing out a little bit. That's a team that loves to play off information. And I mean, just a little bit of information can get these rounds for SONII, but they're losing their lives during grabbing that info. And great kind of default play by Team Fear itself. I mean, we haven't even seen Kehoe move here from B, and his team has been able to execute across the map. Now they know they have somebody behind enemy lines. A little bit on that push. Not sorry, behind enemy lines, but pushing in as they rotate.
30 seconds left.
And now it's going to be the smoke towards spawn here. 4v3. Paranoia to come out. It's trying to predict that. And it's not going to hit. See, it's just this timing, the
so
situation,
close.
you know? What SONII's team and everybody on it is trying to predict just doesn't seem to be hitting Fear itself as they execute.
Yeah, this is going to be a difficult 2v4 to clutch. Only for the simple fact that, take a look at the agents. You have no flashbangs. Jet is going to be really useful here. Sova, yeah, you could get some intel, but you have Reyna with her flashes, Brim with his molly and his smokes, even Killjoy with the turret.
Yeah.
There's just so many tools in your arsenal to just not get caught up in that type of situation, right? But the economy is looking sick for Fear Itself's team.
Updates on the other two matches happening. Moxie has lost game 1 to Team Racy, 7-13, and Quarter Jade is currently 6-10 up against Team Plu. So Team Plu on top in that match.
All right, Riv, you called that out.
Yep. I think Blue's going to
So
do
far,
well. They have good leadership.
So far, we've been watching the most one-sided of the 4 matches.
You know what? We thought this match was going to be like the closest too because of the way the rosters looked on both sides.
Yeah. You look at it across the board, it just seems like momentum's there. Team Fear itself, like I said, they come in with nothing to lose, and that's what they're playing like. The corners that they're wide swinging, they're making their shots happen, and they're really focusing on getting themselves there as a team. Here, once again, a slight default setup as they move their way towards B with, it's going to be Lurks mid, so it looks like it's going to be a Sova dart for the Reyna. They'll eventually head towards mid if it isn't going to be the drone coming up here for the push. Oh no! So close, and that's going to be the hit. A trade, and again,
that is rough.
In their favor. Fear itself is just getting these situations they really can just slip out of, that they shouldn't be slipping out of.
Yeah, there were 2 major 1v1s that happened. The one that we saw on screen, but also going towards B in that garage. SONII was caught all alone in an off angle. Spot's going to get the best of Shifter, but with the paranoia coming through, he's going to send out his owl drone. Tim, he is going to get the best of Brandon with the knife. Oh, and he wants this fight.
Oh, I mean, they're farming, right? It's a sheriff-y eco round for SONII, so they were getting farmed on that one. They'll be able to buy here. We'll see what they can produce, but that's match point. That save was for this and for the marbles of map 1 here before we move on to bind.
All right, 9 straight right here. Let's go.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, wait, that's not even how overtime works anymore.
What was the craziest comeback you've seen on Twitch Rivals, Wavepunk?
I have to think about that. There's been a lot of Twitch Rivals. It's probably in some Battle Royale kill tournaments where, like, one team started off with just an abysmal first 2 hours and then the last hour ran it back.
All right.
It's hard to compare formats to formats because it's always...
It definitely is. This is going to be pretty much typical of what we've been seeing so far from this type of defense, right? But Shifter is going to fall, and that's going to be a big blow. No hills, no more slow orbs. The wall was already used, so Shifter exhausted a lot of utility in for what at the end of the day, right? You lost a life. So Team SONII going to be down a player already on match point where they had to be perfect.
Yeah, and there wasn't a push from B. That's the saving grace here. I'm sorry, there wasn't hold on B. So that's the saving grace, right? You have some pushed up in mid. This could be a big play. They're rotating back through tiles now, which puts the Jet in a severely much more poor situation. And Kehoe is just not missing. Hits the shot. Garrus fires back onto Branted here. And they got the turret back from A. They pulled it around. Now they can kind of keep themselves centered up here as Turret Boy looks back at the right side. And now the idea is that it's
pinch.
Oh my God, Hera.
The pinch, Hera, right.
I was going to say the idea is that it's going towards B, but again, Team Fear itself doesn't have full commits. Hardly ever. right? Something's happening and they flow into being committed to that site. And it just seems that they are finding Team SONII in flanks. 1, 2, 3. Great trade there. As you know, you have to enter the site with your entries and a few behind. And it looks like this could seal the deal, Veli.
Yeah, this is all she wrote right here. I love Sean to death. He's a beautiful human, but, you know, maybe he could clutch this out. You know what? Sean is a perfect person to clutch this out, especially with Omen. But Hero's still alive. That's going to be a hard battle to be
ultimates. Sova ult as well. Once he taps it, that's tough. Yeah. Here comes. Look, he's just holding the guard out there. Lego lost in it. Boom.
In order for Sean to win, he has to move in now. He has to get those 2 kills.
Oh, it hit him! No!
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh. There you go.
Oh my foot, like a book. What?
My goodness. Wow. Fear itself will take that one down.
I knew that.
That was on the shoulders of Robert, which is, you know, here his first name. We're tight like that. I can use his first name. You guys know it's not a big deal. Anyways, that game was pretty cool. I honestly like. So I think we maybe missed something about stingers because like they might have got nerfed or something like that.
Maybe we did jump the gun on that, especially me, right? So there's recently been a patch about stingers, and stingers have received a little bit of a nerf. So maybe this is something that's just way better. But
I mean, we did mention that in the beginning. We said it is, maybe was, and you know, kind of falling off as teams go here. I still think other teams will buy it. We had a lot of Radiant players here.